By determining whether something is a conductor or an insulator, they learn that electricity has to flow through materials. I let kids start out with this setup that requires a little bit of energy, and by turning the crank, they're rubbing the electrons off the coils of wire, lighting up this rather large light bulb. After doing that for a few seconds, I say, you can appreciate how much energy it takes to make electricity. The instrument we let them use is a hand crank generator that's a whole lot easier to turn the crank. By turning this crank, they're moving a magnet around and pulling the electrons off the coil of wire, sending them down the wires, lighting up the light bulb at the end. So they've made electricity, but our experiment is what type of materials are conductors and what type are insulators. And this being an experiment, they're going to make a hypothesis, a good guess, an estimate, or a prediction. They write down the item they're testing. I always start out with a paper clip. They write down paper clip, their hypothesis. If the bulb lights up, it is a conductor, if not an insulator. So with our setup here, we're going to take apart the alligator clips, make the paper clip part of the system. The electricity will go through the wire, through the paper clip, and if it is a conductor, it should light up the light bulb. Let's see if it works. It's lighting up. So our test data will say yes, it did. Our conclusion, is it a conductor or insulator? Paperclip is a conductor. So they have a series of different materials, whether it's wood, plastic, cloth, rubber, and they test each one. One that's kind of interesting is this piece of, appears to be aluminum foil. I'm going to say that I think it is a conductor. I'm going to hook it up to our system, turn the crank, and what do you think? It is a conductor or an insulator? Didn't light up, so this, even though it appears to be aluminum foil, it is not a conductor. Actually, this is mylar. It's shiny plastic, what birthday balloons are made out of. So sometimes you have to be pretty clever. Let's do another one. Let's do this wood tongue depressor. What do you think? You think it's going to be a conductor or an insulator? We'll make our hypothesis. The students will see that, oh, wood is not a conductor. Maybe if it's wet, it would be a conductor, but not so. Let's try this key, but we're going to write down key, what our hypothesis is, and then test whether it's a conductor or an insulator. It lit up, so we can conclude that it is a conductor. So students have fun setting up their experiment. They have a question, is this a conductor or an insulator? They make a good guess, their hypothesis. They test their hypothesis, and then they analyze the results. And this is how they learn about electricity, whether it's a conductor or insulator, at AMSI.